When I went to Toronto, I've already explained, I didn't have a dramatic experience, at least my first time, as so many around me did. So many friends, so many people that I now know, their lives were changed. It wasn't that. It was the fact that the Lord gave me a seed. He gave me a seed. He gave me the acorn instead of the oak tree I prayed for. And it would have been easy to put that aside and say, this is not revival. But I knew that in that seed, there was enough of God to radically change the rest of my life. I knew it. I knew it. I knew I was given a treasure of heaven, the pearl of great price. I knew it had been given to me. And it was small, and it was nothing extravagant enough that I could walk around and show people. It wasn't that. It was I knew that he had given me what I had asked for. It was in seed form, but I had to cultivate it. And that began the season of day and night crying out for more. That God would cause this seed to grow. That he'd cause this that he entrusted to me. That maybe others would reject. This that he entrusted to me. God, that you would cause this to grow. That you would impact our city. You would impact our church. Impact my life. Impact our nation. I prayed. I prayed day and night. I'd wake up in the middle of the night praying. In other words, I was praying in my sleep. And I would actually wake myself up because my spirit man was so alive, so contending for all that God had promised that I found myself unable to sleep. I'd just wake up, find myself praying. Don't have time for the full story here, but that lasted for 8 to 9 months. And then the Lord met me. I ran faithfully with the seed, but then he met me at 3 a.m, and everything changed. Everything changed. Everything changed. I think if you were to ask my friends from Weaverville, I think they would all tell you that I didn't struggle with the fear of man because I made courageous decisions. I was willing to go against the grain. It wasn't a problem. But the Lord knew that there was still a seed of the fear of man in my heart. And he showed up in a way with such extreme power at 3 o'clock in the morning that lasted all night. And I had no control. It was the raw power of God, and I knew that he wanted to know if I meant it when I said, God, I want more of you at any cost. I'll pay any price. And he began to parade scenes in front of my eyes of me trying to communicate to the church, realizing there's nobody going to believe that this that I'm experiencing is actually God. The next scene, I was standing in front of my favorite restaurant in town, realizing not only am I going to be a point of laughter for the church, I'm going to be a person that is mocked in our community. And it was like the Lord was asking me this question: did you mean it when you said more at any cost? And I laid there with the tears going down into my pillowcase, and after about 20 minutes of seeing these scenes of what it would cost me, I said, yes, you can do anything you want with me. If I get you in the exchange, the increase, the manifestation of your presence, if I get that in the exchange, you can do anything you want with me. I just believe God is going to use this very strange season, this pandemic. Now we have such prime opportunities to be alone with God. We don't have the excuse of busy schedules. We don't have the excuse of too many responsibilities. We have who we are, face to face with who He is. And He wants to take you, and He wants to take me, and He's positioning us for an extreme, mighty outpouring of the Spirit. Something that will actually affect the course of history for nations. It's been happening for a while, but I tell you what, it's on the edge right now, and it's about to break loose in a way we've never seen before. Having said all of that, I know that there are many of you as believers that you just need to make the confession to the Lord, God, I'm all in. Do whatever you want with me.